Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are doing our finalized team for the Twilight Cup, going up against Jokes. I do have my team over here. He does not have his team because he didn't decide on a set team, so he's just using whatever Pokemon I guess he felt like. But either way, for my final team, we have Clefable, Golbat, Venomoth, Tentacruel, Drapion, and Froslass. I did originally have Skuntank with Bite, and I did like it. It definitely helped out in a lot of battles, but I switched it for Drapion. I like Infestation and getting the energy ready to go, so I'm really happy with this team. I think it's a pretty solid team. Clefable's really good. I mean, if I was to switch anything, I would probably remove that fairy for a Azumarill, maybe. I mean, I think both of them are good, and they're both good in different situations, but yeah, so really solid team in my opinion. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what your final team is for your Twilight Cup, if you have a Twilight Cup for your Mirror Cup, and if you don't, let me know what your finalized team would be. And but yeah, as I said, really enjoying this team. It was definitely a lot of fun to use. In the first battle, right now we have a Drapion against his Golbat, just spamming those Aqua Tails, and that's what Drapion can do with Infestation. It also gets Bite, so if you wanted to go with Bite, you could do that on Drapion. It's definitely a really good way to go. I do have Infestation just to get to the charge moves faster, like Aqua Tail and Crunch, but it is good as well to go with Bite if you chose that route. But either way, it's Golbat versus Golbat, and we're going to take this hit. I was hoping it was not Shadow Ball, and I was right, he did not have enough energy for it. So he does bring in his Skuntank, so we're going to go ahead and just spam our Poison Fang right now. That will be met with a shield, and then we're going to charge up for another Poison Fang, and we're going to sneak in that win, hitting an excellent on that and knocking out Skuntank. So Golbat does win it for us, and that is a good game. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a finalized team for every single cup, even the Jungle Cup, even though I've already done a finalized team recently in the Jungle Cup because we recently had that. I'm still going to be doing it. A lot of you guys had asked for it, and you guys seem to enjoy it and want to see what Pokemon I would use. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be participating in every single cup, so, I'm not going to need to use some of these. Like, I'm not going to be playing in a Kingdom Cup, right, or a Nightmare Cup, or a Jungle Cup, or I'm playing in, I think, a Boulder, Twilight, and Regional. I think that's what we're doing. I think I'm going to be having 3 tournaments, 2 at the minimum, but we'll see anyway. But right now, loving Froslass. I absolutely love it. Quite a few people in the original Twilight Cup used Froslass back then. I didn't use it, and I didn't lose to it or anything. The only loss I had in the original Twilight Cup was actually against Jokes himself, but that was my only loss. But I did face quite a bit of Froslass. I think quite a bit of people did have it on their team, so maybe they knew something I didn't. I never invested in it back then for some reason. I never tried it in a video, and I do regret it because I am really liking Froslass. Not only for this cup, but also for the Tempest Cup, which will be tomorrow's video, which was a lot of fun. I actually already pre-recorded it, and the Tempest Cup was definitely a lot of fun to do. But we do go ahead and finish him off again with Golbat. So definitely a solid Pokemon, and a Pokemon you should have. As for the Venomoth, it is that legacy one. I did delete Bug Bite for confusion. It was a very difficult way to go, guys. It was so difficult. I didn't want to delete it because Bug Bite is a legacy on Venomoth as well. So it's like I wanted to try and get another one, but I decided to just go ahead, bite the bullet, and I deleted it. So we still have Poison Fang, which is definitely good, but unfortunately we do not have that Bug Bite legacy move, which is still also pretty good. Obviously confusion is the way to go, but I'm still happy with my Venomoth. It was still a good trade for me. It was a fair trade. You guys know I traded in Unknown I got from GoFest for it, but he does bring in Golbat, and I decide to stick around. I go for that Poison Fang. I should have went for Silver Win, I guess. Actually, maybe not. We could have gotten off another Poison Fang, but I was too slow to click on it, so I guess that was my mistake. So that's going to cost us a shield because of that. I believe I could have gotten off a Poison Fang before he got that off, but that's okay. He probably would have shielded that, but we would have taken the shield. I don't know. But either way, we bring in Drapion. That mistake could have cost me this match. Not really too sure. That's okay. We do get hit with an Aqua Tail, and right now we have Crunch and Aqua Tail, but I knew if I went for Crunch... Well, actually, no, he does not block this. So if I went for Crunch, I would have won. But he actually does not go ahead and block it, thinking I was going for Aqua Tail. So that was definitely a really smart and intelligent play on his end. If I went for Crunch, he wouldn't have used that shield, and that would have been enough to knock him out. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case for us. So that does definitely take. He definitely does take that game from us, but that's okay. But for this one, we switch into Tentacruel. He brings in his own Tentacruel, so it's a Tentacruel mirror match. I decided to go ahead for the Acid Spray. I guess I could have went for Hydro Pump. I mean, Hydro Pump would have still done a lot of damage. As you can see right now, we will be hit with a Hydro Pump, and it's going to do a decent amount of damage. And we actually go ahead and fire off a Hydro Pump of our own, hoping to get it off, but unfortunately he does block. Because he was hit with an Acid Spray, it would have knocked him out, so that's why he decided to block. He didn't want to risk it, which totally makes sense. So we do bring in that Golbat. We're going to be hit with the move. I decide not to shield, expecting Acid Spray, but he gets us with the Hydro Pump again. So at this point, I'm like, there's no way. We're up a shield, but we've been hit with two powerful moves. So I do go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball, and he doesn't block. So I'm like, maybe there's a chance because we almost knock his Froslass out. He brings in Clefable. I'm going to go ahead and fire off an Avalanche. He will block that, and yeah, it's just not enough for us. Chum is able to knock us out. I probably could have snuck in an Avalanche. I don't know. But yeah, he definitely he wins that one with those Hydro Pump plays. So definitely good plays, more good games, and more good plays on his end. Definitely a solid opponent. You guys know that. He's been on the channel since the Twilight Cup. He didn't participate in the Boulder Cup, but he's been on the channel since the Twilight Cup. And we do fire off multiple Aqua Tails. That's why I like Drapion, because if you have Infestation, you could just go to town and get off multiple Aqua Tails back to back. We are hit with Crunch. I do decide to go ahead and shield that, and then we're able to finish off Skunk Tank with Infestation. So we have Aqua Tails ready to go. We have Crunch, whatever I choose to use. And he does bring in his Tentacruel, so I am going to go ahead and fire off a Crunch, because I'm like, he's probably not going to shield this, expecting an Aqua Tail, and that's exactly what happened. So we fire off another Crunch, and waiting to see if he's going to block that. So he does go ahead and block that one, but at least we take a shield and do good damage to him. We actually get off another Aqua Tail, so you could see how fast Drapion is and how fast Infestation does charge up those moves. So definitely a good way to go. So we bring in Froslass, get enough for the Avalanche, but he is able to get off his move first, which will be a Poison Fang. So he definitely bluffs us, but I didn't want to take any chances. I was a little bit too nervous with those Hydro Pumps the following game. So we go ahead and block and switch into Golbat to take whatever move comes our way, which will be Shadow Ball. So at least we saved Froslass from taking that Shadow Ball, but we're able to get off a Poison Fang against his Golbat, and then we're able to knock him out. And he brings in a Tentacruel, and this Tentacruel is going to knock us out. I believe he uses... Actually, no, he uses Acid Spray. That actually doesn't knock us out. I could have gotten off another Poison Fang. I don't know why I didn't go for it. I think I was going for Shadow Ball, but that's okay, because we're able to get off a Shadow Ball against his Tentacruel, and we're able to take the win in this game. So we're not going to let him win 3 in a row, at least not now. So we do go ahead and win that. We win this one. So that was a good game. We're going to jump into another one, beginning with Golbat. He does begin with his Tentacruel, and I don't know. I mean, we don't want to be hit with Hydro Pump. I think it's pretty evenly matched. We're going to go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball, seeing if he does take it. He actually does, so doing a good amount of damage. He hits us with a move, and I decide I don't want to take any chances, but it is an Acid Spray, so he's just pulling all the tricks on us. He's bluffing us and he's calling it correctly. He's not bluffing us and he's calling it correctly. So yeah, that was definitely a good play to take one of our shields, and we do go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball right now against his Froslass. He's not going to go ahead and take it. He knocks our Golbat out, so I decided to bring in Clefable. Now you can see how much Charm is doing to Froslass. A good amount of damage. I mean, Charm is just such a powerful move. We take that Avalanche. Perhaps I should have blocked. Let me know if I should have blocked that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we blocked it now. But we do block this one, and then he pulls the switch into Golbat, and we actually managed to get off the Media Mash, which is definitely good for us. He's going to block it, and then we switch into Froslass. He's going to go ahead and hit us with what I think is going to be a Shadow Ball, of course. So he does knock out Froslass, not looking good for us, and then he finishes off Clefable. So he actually does go ahead and take that win. So, good game. Good game. We're going to jump into another one, of course. This might be the last match. Either this is the last one. Actually, no. This isn't the last match. I don't think. But either way, we begin with Drapion. He begins with his Golbat. Definitely loving Drapion as a lead. And if you notice, I do not have Toxicroak on my team. That might be a mistake. Toxicroak is a good Pokemon. However, with all the poison, well, it's good against poisons because you have the Mud Bomb. But, you know, I mean, it does have quite a bit of counters. It has Venomoth, it has Golbat, it has Froslass if you go that route. It has Clefable now, right, with Charm. So it does have quite a bit of counters. It's still good, but... yeah, we don't have it on our team, but we do hit that Clefable, and I noticed a little bit of lag on his end, so I try to stop attacking, and I don't know if that lag made a difference, but anyway, he does bring in Froslass. This actually might be the last game. I do think this is the last game, and we fire off a Poison Fang to hit him, hoping to bluff a shield. It does not happen. He's going to go ahead and hit us with an Avalanche. So I'm going to go ahead and shield that because I don't want to faint. And then we go ahead for the Poison Fang, hoping to bluff his shield or us shield. It does not happen again. So I'm just going for Poison Fangs at this point because he's really low. So not going to happen again. He's just going to take them for days. And definitely a good call on his end. So we'll take this Avalanche to knock out Golbat. So yeah, wasn't able to take a shield, unfortunately. We do knock him out, and then we have an Aqua Tail ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and fire that off against Golbat. He does choose to block, and then we switch into an incoming move, which will be Poison Fang. Shouldn't have blocked it, but I was afraid of Shadow Ball, that's why I did. And now the Shadow Ball comes, so it's going to do a lot of damage. So I thought I was going to lose this game at this point, but we're able to knock out his Golbat, and his last Pokemon is that Froslass, and we're able to win it. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. See you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.